Okay, so I copy these 3 lines, and since we're gonna do hierarchy, I'm gonna have 3 different sizes: large, medium, small. I'm gonna separate the text. So copy, Command C to copy, highlight the word, click anywhere in the document and paste. I'm gonna have each of these words, or excuse me, each of these lines in different text boxes. And for Illustrator, you just have to click anywhere in the canvas to set your text. You don't have to draw a text box like we do in InDesign. In InDesign, we have to draw a text box. Illustrator, you just click, activate your type. Control C to copy, paste. All right, so I have these 3 words in different text lines. So there's different ways to make your text larger. You could select text box and then hover over the corner. Just click and drag. You could distort the text this way, which you might want, or if you don't, hold Shift. Proportions, or if you click on the text box, you could go to your control panels above, or if you get this pop-up panel, you could also change the text point size like this. So 3 different ways to change your text. All right, so before I continue, I want to choose typeface. And also a few rules that we've covered before, but as a review, we want to keep it at a minimum 2 typefaces. If you could do it with 1, that's ideal, but no more than 2 typefaces. And if you do use 2 typefaces, try to use difference. So bold with thin, short with tall, decorative with simple. And remember hierarchy: large, medium, small, to grab people's attention and to keep the readers in track as to what is first, second, and third. Simple way to do that is big, medium, small. And of course, the easiest way is at the top is what comes first. The middle was second, and at the bottom what's going to be last. But you can get creative and move things around. Okay, so let me choose a typeface here. Maybe I'll go with this one. Okay, I might go with this typeface. So another trick that I like to do when I'm looking for type in Illustrator. So I might go with this one, and I'm gonna copy it. So if you hold Option on a Mac, or I believe it's Control, no. Need to see the key.
Option.
There you go. Thank you. Option on a PC. Or I guess it's the same. Option on a Mac. Option on a PC.
Option on the Mac.
And I believe it's Alt on a PC. Copy. Yeah, and yes, you're correct. Option on a Mac. And then I'm gonna search for another typeface. So I have the one I like. That way I don't have to go back forth. So. So another trick is so select your text, go to your control panel, and if you don't see the control panel above, make sure you have Classic, Essentials Classic. Because if you have Essentials, you don't have the extra control panels above in Illustrator. So go to Window, Workspace, Essentials Classic. And that way you have the extra control panels above. Alright, so select the text. And then you want to highlight the text typeface characters options. And then with the up and down arrow, you could switch throughout your typeface. Alright, so there you go. So get notice, pretty good spacing. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this again, just to keep as a backup. And so if we want to move crossbars or move stems, we could convert this into outlines. So select the text, go to
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Are you watching a football game?
No, I just cleared my throat.
I thought you were rooting. No. Expand. So no. Type. Create outlines. So take a look. Actually, I went back. Right now it's text. I can still edit it. And if I hit Command Y, it's still legible or editable text. Editable text. So we can still edit the text. Control Y to see outlines. Now if I convert it to outlines, go to Command Y. Now we could see the shapes. Now if I want to move that crossbar a little closer, I'm going to select those 2 points. And using my arrow, I could move that crossbar in or out further. You could really create your own custom fonts like this. For logos. I'm gonna make this like an exclamation mark. Also, when you do convert to outlines, it's all grouped. I'm using the direct selection tool to move individual points. And if you want to move individual letters, use the direct selection tool and just click anywhere inside of the letter, move that letter. because it's still grouped. Or you could ungroup it. So select everything, then go to Object, Ungroup. And now I can use the Direct Selection tool, or the Selection tool rather, move letters around. That way. What's the... So you get the same results, but convert outlines is geared towards text, and expand, it could be a shape, like a raster shape that you bring into Illustrator. And also with expand, you have different options. Object expand. You can expand the object and fill, or just the object, or just the fill. And when you select the line with the effect on it, you choose Object Expand Appearance. It will convert the line into an actual shape. So for example, Expand Appearance, you can use it with the line. I've never tried converting to outline. Yeah, so create outlines is geared more to text. So create outlines, it doesn't even give me the option with the line. Create outlines. But expand appearance, and fill and stroke. In this case, it's just a stroke. Stroke. Okay. And now it made it into a shape. It's not a stroke anymore. It's more of a shape. Or if you have something grouped, group but still different shapes, and put an outline on it. The group, so individual squares. If I use the white arrow to move around, if I use the black arrow, they're all grouped. So if I go to Object, Expand, Fill and Stroke, separates all the shapes, and the stroke is also a shape. So it's helpful usually with logos. I used to use it a lot with logos. Like if you do silk screening, I don't know if anyone's familiar with silk screening. You have to separate like the colors for different screens.
I like wait for the other one to dry.
Yeah.
And the other one.
So well, a lot of the times companies didn't have like the actual vector of their logo. They would just send a picture of the logo. And so what we would do is, or if they do have an Illustrator file, it's all grouped and it's multiple layers. You don't know where to start to kind of deconstruct it. So I would just go and hit the expand. Go with me. And but once you expand it, it kind of separates all the layers. It's easier to manage. So if I was silk screen this, I would select all the oranges or the same color and then go to select and fill color, move all that and brown. Anyway, I think I'm going on a tangent here. Yeah, you kind of get the same results from expanding and outlining, but they're geared for different. One is geared for text, the other is more for shapes. Good question. I hope I answered it. Rotate it. So there's different tools here. We have rotate. All right, helpful. Just rotate it like this. It gives you like cross, like a target where it rotates from, and you can move that target too. So if you want to rotate it from the bottom, just click wherever you want it to rotate from. Or what I usually do is just hit enter, and then also select the rotate. Shortcut is letter R. Hit enter, and then just type in the angle you want it to rotate. I want this to rotate at a full 180. Preview. Oh wait, maybe. Did I select anything? There you go. Also, let's go back. So that's rotate. Or we could use reflect. So we click and hold, reflect. Keyboard shortcut letter O. And if we hit enter, and we have a reflect. So we could reflect vertical. In the whole. So ungrouped, I just ungrouped it. Letter O to reflect, hit enter. We could reflect horizontally or vertically, or if you have a specific angle you want to reflect. And it's essentially it's like mirror, to create the mirror. Reflect or flip, another word for it would be. All right, so we have large. Didn't notice. So we want to keep alignment. So I open up the rulers. Command R to rulers or view rulers. Let's check the tracking. Oh, and let's change the type. Notice. And what actually I'm gonna separate. If you guys have any suggestions, so let me know. All right, so this is where the leading is gonna come in handy. I don't want to make the letters too large. To fill in the extra space, I have alignment. That's leading. Spacing in between the letters. Maybe 4 is a little too. Kind of like trying to figure out a puzzle, putting all the pieces together.